Good morning, leaders. I'm Scott Warner with the Warner Vision Podcast, and I am helping business owners, entrepreneurs, general contractors, and people who are stuck in their businesses get their businesses unstuck to the next level through mindset, focus, sales, marketing, and different processes to get your business to the next level. Today, we'll be talking about mindset and leadership. Most people in business went into business for one reason, and that one reason was their financial freedom and the freedom to be able to do what you want, not exactly when you want, but have the freedom to be able to have time for your family, have time for your friends, have time for the things that are important to you. Most of us in this business get wrapped up with no freedom. The business runs us into the ground, and we don't run the business. We have a job. We get paid very little money. Everybody else around us makes all the money, and we consume all our retirement efforts in this business. So let's talk about what we do to get unstuck. First of all, we have to get systems and processes in place. The system you create to replicate yourself, so that way you don't have to be the only one in the business wearing all the hats. It gets really hard to be the market guy, the sales guy, the secretary, and office staff, the worker, fire putter outer, everything. We find ourselves running around in circles, chasing dead ass leads, insurance claims, different things that are dead avenues of time wasting. This is not making us any money. And normally we have bottlenecks in our business that cause our business to be stuck. 9 times out of 10, we are our own issue. We are our own bottlenecks. We are in our own way. With the mindset that we can do the work better, we can do the work faster. And if we're not in our business, it's going to fail. And that's not true, guys. The truth is you got to find a team. You got to train the team to replicate you. You got to have them be able to be accountable for the things that they're doing and the things that they're not doing. You got to start an accountability program to keep them accountable for the actions that they're doing. You give them bonuses for the things that they do right, and you have talks with them about the things that they do wrong. You have to keep them accountable. They will just run over top of you. They'll run your business into the damn ground, and you'll never get off the job. How many of you guys out there are running around all hours of the night after work doing estimates, sitting home doing secretary work, and not being able to get your estimates done fast enough or getting two estimates quick enough because you're stuck on the job all day long and you're just stuck because you can't leave the job site or the job don't get done and you don't make the money. 9 out of 10 of you guys don't know your own numbers. You don't know what it costs you to run your damn business. So you're charging cheap ass prices and you're not making nothing at the end of the day. By the time you pay for your equipment, by the time you pay your guys, by the time you pay your fuel, by the time you pay for materials, you have shit left. And it's an endless cycle of running around, fucking doing estimates for people and not getting the jobs. Either that or underbidding people. That way you can get the damn job because you think you need every work, every job. You think you need all the work because your mindset is if you don't get the job, you're not gonna have no money. And the reason why people's prices are higher is because they know their numbers. They know what it costs them to operate. Most people in business want to make money. They want to be profitable. They don't want to run around being busy. There's a difference between being busy and being successful. Being busy is running around in circles all day fucking long and not making any money and just saying, oh yeah, I'm super busy, but not making anything. Who wants to be busy and not make any money? I want to be busy and make money. That's coming down to knowing your numbers. You got to know what it costs you to operate your business every single friggin' day. You got to track your numbers. You got to make sure you're on par with all this stuff. So if you don't know what it costs you to operate daily, and you don't know what it costs you to run your business, then you run around, you charge cheap ass prices, you do fucking work, you get home all hours of the night, you rob time for your family, you rob time for yourself, and you don't make any money. You're in the circle of a rat race, and the business won't get owned you. You don't run a business until you can walk away for 1 week and have your business run smooth without you and make money. A lot of us have a hard time just to walk away. And 9 out of 10 of you guys, if you walked away for 1 week, you wouldn't make any money and your business would be in the ground because your business depends solely on you being there. And that's a problem. When you went in business, you didn't go in business because you wanted to be the guy there from 7 o'clock in the morning until 7 o'clock at night every single day. You wanted to be the guy who could make a good living for your family, have the time for your family to go on vacation, to be able to do things you got to do during the day, and then get home at a decent hour and live an actual life structured of free and financial freedom. So the biggest thing that gets in our way is mindset. It's the fact of lack. A lot of us think that we lack this, we lack that. We always worry about the things that we don't have, and we don't give gratitude for the things we have. It starts in the morning. The first hour in the morning is the most important time of the day. If you don't take advantage of your hour in the morning, if you get up at 5 a.m., from 5 to 6 should be your time before the whole world gets in your head. You have to have time to think about what you're doing. Be grateful for the things that you have. Gratitude. Manifest the things you want. Write it down on paper. I'm so happy and grateful for this. I'm so happy and grateful for that. You have to give back. You have to donate. The more you make, the more you give. It's not about selfishness. It's not about what you can have. It's about what everybody can have. This world, you attract who you are, what you are. If you're shit, you attract shit. Honestly, if you're a good person and you do the right thing and you have lots of money and you attract lots of money, then you're going to do the right thing with money. If you get a ton of money and you're a fucking asshole and you're greedy and shit, you're going to be greedy. That's just the way it is. That's why people, a lot of people who are like that don't have any money because they lack. They're worried about money. They're too concerned about the money. And money comes to people who have the mindset and deserve it because they have the mental capacity to be able to manage the money. I could give everybody $1 million right now. We could just divide the money up and all the money in the world we could divide up between everybody in this world. And I guarantee you, in a short time, that money would all go back in the same hands that it went into before. It's because people get money and they buy all kinds of ridiculous shit and they don't know how to manage their money. They don't know how to invest their money. So it all goes back to the rich people again because rich people understand how to manage their money. They understand what to do with money and they give back. Every successful person in this world has give back. Carnegie, Andrew Carnegie, the biggest steel industry in the world, the biggest steel manufacturer, he gave half of his life to work and made billions of dollars. He got real, so was the richest guy in his time. In the second half of his life, he been giving it back to everybody, giving back, giving back, giving back. And most of these success leaves clues, people. So if you follow people who are super successful and you be around people in the same rooms with networks that are going places that you're going, that's the biggest thing. You hang out with fucking losers, you become a loser. It's just the way it goes. I don't care. I'm telling you, be blunt to you, to your face. Right. You hang out with people who are not getting where you're wanting to go, you're going to be in rat race. You're going to be fucking, you become who you hang out with. You become who you spend. If you tell me, show me your friends, I'll show you your future. It's like Dan Pena says, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. If you're out at the bar, burping and farting and fucking drinking all night long, you're going to be sitting there every day and you're going to be chasing your tail. You're not making the money because you're in a rat race. If you hang out with people who are successful or getting where that you want to be and doing the things that you want to do and saying, oh shit, this person can do this and this and this and this is what I want. Find those people, attract those people to you, start hanging out with them, ask them questions, see what they do to get to where they're going. That's what I do. I'm in the room with the right people. That's the biggest thing. And you got to have self esteem. You got to care about yourself. You got to put yourself first and not in a selfish way. But you got to be the first person that matters more than anybody. You got to give gratitude for everything that you have in your life. If you don't give gratitude, then you're not the kind of person that deserves anything else in the world. The universe, like Napoleon Hill says, the universe gives you what you are. If you put in the time, the effort, the disciplines, and the small consistencies that when people aren't watching, getting up early, people don't see all the stuff that successful people do in the morning and all day long. It's the little things that nobody sees is what get you there. It's getting up earlier. It's doing the affirmations. It's doing the shit you gotta do consistently. And it's not fun. It's boring. But that's what gets you successful. Not a lot of people want to be there, and they don't have the disciplines and the mind capacity to do it. But the ones who do, this show's for you. Because I am the kind of person who strives to be the best person I can be, to do the biggest things I can do. And I believe that you can do anything that you set your mind to, which your mind believes you can achieve. Let me say it again. Anything that your mind believes you will achieve. And that's Napoleon Hill says it every time. Listen to him. Listen to Napoleon Hill. It's just stuck in the mind. Listen to Jim Rohn. Listen to people. Take that minute, the time in the morning if you're driving to work or you're riding around with nothing to do instead of listening to friggin' music or scrolling on Facebook. Learn things. Listen to people who know. 'Cause success definitely leaves clues. Every successful person that we studied and I study, it's all the same thing. They all wake up at 5 a.m. They do affirmations. They're grateful for the things they have, and they dominate their fucking business because they do the shit they got to do when it's not easy. It's always easy to hit snooze and give yourself 5 more minutes. That 5 more minutes over the course of a year is a lot of time that you gave up that you could be doing something productive to get your business, to get your success, to get your future in place. Every 5 minutes that you slack is 5 minutes that you lack. So I'm just gonna say it one more time. Every 5 minutes that you slack, it's 5 minutes that you lack. Because time runs out. Time is only thing that we do not ever get back. You can get money, you can get everything, but you don't get time. And this whole thing about success and being and having abundance isn't about money. You have to become the type of person who attracts the things you want in life. You got to manifest it with clear goals. You got to know exactly what you want. You got to write it down. You got to believe it so hard that nothing in the world stops and the universe bends for you. If you believe it so hard that you can achieve it, then because your subconscious mind doesn't know what's true and what's fake. So you can feed your mind all good stuff, and if you believe it so strongly, it'll come true. Think about it. How many times do you, when you get in a bad mindset and you think, "Oh, I'm not gonna be able to pay my bills. Oh, I'm not gonna have the money. Oh, I'm not gonna have this. Oh, I'm not gonna have that," and before you know it, all this shit's just falling. You have no money. You can't pay your fucking bills. All this shit goes to shit because you're thinking that you're stuck in that mindset. If you um think about lack, then you attract lack in your life. The more lack you think about, the more lack you're gonna have. That's why you have to attract it and become the kind of person that deserves it. You gotta be grateful for the things you got. You gotta give gratitude. You gotta help people. You have to give back to your community. And you have to be the kind of person who deserves the things that you want. You gotta be able to do it. It all is in steps. It's the getting up early. It's the dominating the fucking things you gotta do. And it's just being the type of person who deserves to have it. 'Cause wealth, people get wealthy. Some people do, and they don't. And if you think about it, they don't. After a while, you can have like a ton of money, fall into it, and get it. But the people who do that never keep it. The money goes away. The success goes away because they're not ready. They're not the type of person who can handle it. The type of person who can handle it is the type of person who has the discipline to be able to keep the money, to be able to invest the money, to be able to give back to charities, to different people, different things that need it. 'Cause it's not about just you, it's about everything. The universe bends to what you attract and what you want. So get yourself a whiteboard, write down exactly what it is that you want. And I'm sure 90% of you guys don't even know what the hell you want your business to look like. You don't know how much money you want to make. You don't know what your future even looks like. You're just aimlessly running around to get a dollar fucking go out and drink, go out and hang out, to be able to go spend money on shit that doesn't make any sense because you don't have a clear goal of what your end goal looks like. You have to have a clear path. You gotta have a GPS system built into your mind of what you're gonna do. I have a clear goal. I'm dominating. I know exactly what it is that I want in my life. I know what I want my life to look like. I know what I want my future to look like. And there's going to be times where people are going to say, if you tell people what you're going to do, they're gonna try to tell you, oh, don't do this, oh, don't do that. That's not going to work. And that's why you don't tell people nothing until you already have it done. A lot of us want to say, oh, we're doing all these big things, so we want that gratitude. We want people to say, oh man, that's awesome. Oh, that's great. But you know what happens when you tell people that, and people start telling you that's awesome and that's a great job? Your mind thinks that you're already there, and then you stop going for it. So you got to keep it to yourself. You got to be silent on your goals and just do it. It'll show everybody at the end. It'll show yourself. People will see when you become that kind of person. They're going to say, you're different. What happened? And some people aren't going to like you no more because you're not going to give in to every little need that they want. Because every time you say yes to something, you have to say no to something else. So a lot of us, we run around telling everybody yes, and that's more time. Every time you say yes to John and Joe and Bill, help them do this or do that, and it doesn't align with your goals, then you're stuck with all that. And that's time that you could be doing the things you have to do to get to where you got to go in your goals. So when you start becoming that way and you put yourself first and you put your goals first, if it doesn't align with your goals, don't do it. It's not being mean. It's getting to where you have to be. I'm not, I tell no all the time. I tell everybody yes. I'll do this. I'll do that. I make myself available for everybody. And guess what? I'm the one that lagged in the end because I was spending all my extra time helping everybody else out and all the fucking shit that I had to do for everybody else's shit. And I said yes to their friggin' doing this for them and yes for doing this for that. And I had to say no to doing the shit I had to do. So now I put myself first. I mean, not in a selfish way, but I have goals, I have dreams, and I have plans. And if I say yes to you, I got to say no to myself. And it's not saying not to help people out. I'm just saying every time you say yes to somebody or to something, you have to say no to your goals. So that's a little bit about mindset, and that's what I'm learning is that you got to become the type of person that deserves it. You got to give gratitude for the things that you have, and you got to write down and have a clear plan of what you want your business to look like, how much money you want, and what it looks like to be for generational wealth, and what it looks like for freedom for you. How much money do you need to live um, comfortably for the rest of your life? Does anybody? How many of you guys could go more than a month or two without money, without working? If you don't work, you don't have money. So you got to get some kind of a freaking plan together to where you got money coming in every single month. You got to put your money to work for you, and you don't work for money. Money's got to work for you. That's what I'm working on right now, and that's between whether you invest in property, you invest your money back into your business. Right now, I'm investing all my money into Warner Roofing because roofing is where I make my money. My brand is where I make my money. I put all my money back into my business. I do save money. Most of my money, 90% of it, goes back into my business. Warner Roofing is a business, is a generating money machine. You know, I focus all my time, all my effort, and all my goals are set on Warner Roofing. I don't just sell roofs; I sell proof. And if it's not documented, it didn't happen. And I drive this into my people's heads, and all my guys they do log, and they do everything they have to do daily to be accountable for the shit that they got to do. I keep them accountable. And that's why Warner Roofing is one of the number one roofing authorities in the state of New York. And it's not because I'm just looking, it's because I prove it through photos, documentation, and reports. Um, and I'm going to continue to do the best I can to educate my homeowners on gutters, roofing, and ventilation, and help guys like you who are stuck in your businesses learn mindset, how to focus on one thing, a little bit about marketing and sales, and how to get your business to the next level. So follow me on the Warner Roofing Podcast, the Warner 2781 on YouTube, here on Facebook, to learn different things and ways to get your businesses freaking ass and to get to the next level. I hope this helps you a little bit on mindset, and you guys go out there and dominate your Friday. Get some fucking money. Do some callbacks. Do some shit you've been neglecting all week. Get your numbers in place. Get your mindset right. Have a great weekend and dominate your day. Thank you very much.